Everyone knows of you as the president, but we don't know where you were born, how life was like, and why you decided to do law, not anything else.
Well, I was born actually in Mombasa. Yeah, at the conference, one of our chief guests was professor he's now a minister of justice in constitutional affairs in Tanzania, and he was telling me if actually the map had been accordance to before the British colonization, then I would have been a Ugandan. But I was telling him actually not really, because I was born in Mombasa, not in Kisumu. So my home is in Bondo area, Usenge, that's my village, Siaya. My governor is Orengo, but I was actually born in Mombasa.
In a family of how many people?
We were five, a family of five. I had close knit. My father was a professor of geology and geography, my late father. My mother was an accountant, through and through, served at Kenya Revenue Authority to her last days until she retired. So we were raised, how would I say, I was in Mombasa for I think 2 or 3 years before we moved to Nairobi. And I studied through and through in Nairobi. I went to Hospital Hill, I went to Our Lady of Mercy Secondary before I joined Catholic University of Eastern Africa for my LLB. Did my master's out of the country, came back.
This or you dream all through?
Well, I would say that I decided to do law. I used to love this sitcom called The Practice. And what used to inspire me is how they would go and articulate, and the power that they sort of feel they have a presence in the courtrooms, and how they would argue and save their clients. I love that essence of power, competitiveness, just, yes, how they're able to articulate themselves strongly. And, they capture the aura of the room. And that essence of being a good lawyer and being able to save people, make a difference. And the irony, that was criminal law, which I don't practice.
Just some of the memories you have from your father.
Well, my father was someone amazing, because he's those kind of people who would go and collect books and you share and compete. Would compete to read autobiographies together, and we listened to music together. He would let me do, there's a time in teenagehood, I know for Gen Zs now they'd say we are old, but you would sit and write a songbook. I had a songbook, and he'd allow me to sit, stop the recorder, write down, and he was that kind of dad. And I would buy posters of musicians, stick on my room, and I put it up in the morning. When I come from school, they're all down. It was a routine that we kept doing until one day I removed them myself. Then he called me for a meeting, and he asked me, "My daughter, are you fine? Are you okay?" I'm like, "Dad, I'm okay." Today you removed all the posters on your own. Are you sure you're okay? And I'm like, "No, I've just outgrown them and I'm tired of them." And something I used to love about him is that deliberate time he used to take out for us. So you'd identify passions that you have and what shared passions, then he would try and inculcate. Because reading for me was a passion, and I loved history.